following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it in midfield between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, well, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know it. We've watched it through the centuries, but we know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. Just the first Brady's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs. Emerge.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Offense to the line fast.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they're going to have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Oh, hey. 2J, rock, mother's 10.
1st and 10, on to Mixon. And this this one's going to get all the way down inside the 5. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All right.
Back to throw, Stroud. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in, touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And we're running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
58!
They send the tight end in motion. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. His first throw in the Super Bowl is intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Oh, right. 18.
Stroud. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Hey, no more.
No throw, third and long. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud now on fourth down. Throw caught by his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on fourth down. Keeps this drive moving.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Working inside the red zone. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
118. What's that?
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on third down, Stroud. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Steelers, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. He goes out of bounds on the return. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are. But especially the negative ones, you flush them away and you go persevere.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Our score, 14-0. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They have it on 2nd and short. Working out of the gun, here's Rogers. Back to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's good for a couple of yards, and the Steelers have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
You've set it downs for him from the 31.
319, 50.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. He's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's down after getting us up to the 41. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
319.
First down, here's Rogers. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
319.
From the shotgun, here's Rogers. Completed to his running back. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Stopped there by the 4th-year ball hawk coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Rogers on his 3rd and short. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Rogers from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Look at the 8. Hey, Mike. You got tight. You got tight right there. Look at this.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
First down.
They've got first down here from the 36.
319.
Blitz coming for Rogers. Pass cut by game well. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
No. 58. Over. Right now, you got 58. Screen it, get up.
Warren here from the gun. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
This is such the back and forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
18. What's that?
From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
On the quick, right?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. A 28-yard pickup there. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Tony. Here we go. South.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's finding his back, Nixon. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Complete to Joe Mixon. 10 yards on the pickup.
Again, Stroud.
2nd and
Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Texans, 1st down.
From the red zone now. That one connects. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Stroud now, 3rd and 1. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get more points to end a lopsided first half. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21.
Steelers nothing.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Our apologies to the halftime performers and anyone hoping for a quick snack break. Nope, not this time. We're pushing right through and getting the third quarter started.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Now it's 2nd and 10 now. Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Throwing again, Rodgers. This is a heater going deep. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Kamari Lassiter with the pick! And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston! Heads up play from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yeah.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you could fit that ball in. And that linebacker said, not on my watch.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Well, right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here's Gainwell. And this drive will start inside the 25. Pittsburgh in its offense, all set to go. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick six that just made the hole there in deeper. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To the air on 1st down, Rodgers. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
Will Anderson on the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
319.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. Pickup of 2 here. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends.
And they pick him off again! And the Texans take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, another touchdown. You know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
The Texans are headed back to the field on offense, so we get a look at takedown. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Look the hot. How? What's that? Hot. What? Tony.
Stroud from the pistol. Cut by Collins on the slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stroud completes it quick. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here we go. 118. What's up?
Hard to believe, but just one quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Texans football late, and the league's newest team has a chance at its first title. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
The right side hauled in by Collins. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush, finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Running from the pistol, it's Mixon. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Alright.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Mixon again. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Texans keep running away with this. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead.
35. Steelers nothing. Fairbairn to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Completed to his running back. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4.
They bring Thielen in motion right. Rodgers from the gun. Able to find Gainwell. And he's brought down after a short gain. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 15. And the Steelers 1st down.
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he works his way for a gain of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, this is Gainwell. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Play the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. A run with Warren. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to them. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. First visit to the Super Bowl is a historic one that no Texans fan will ever forget. Houston, you are champions of the NFL! You think of all the seasons this franchise has gone through, Brock, the great teams they had that came up just a little bit short. The rebuilds that ushered in new, hopeful eras, all of those have led to this moment when they were finally able to claim their first Super Bowl title.
And you know what's so amazing about this mountaintop, Kate, is we're looking out on the field and the confetti and all the players and coaches and families, everyone in the building, and yet you and I know there's so many millions in their town that are just going crazy tonight, being a part of something they've never gotten to experience before.
Now here's the presentation of that Lombardi Trophy. Commissioner Goodell awarding it to the Houston Texans, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.